I can take the dick off the table based upon my standard. You aren't gonna get hold of this dick if you ain't being the woman I need you to be. You need to realize that you need to cook, clean. You gotta understand that you're not the only woman. And if you can accept that, that's fine. That's just the beginning, because you gotta work hard for me, because I work hard for me. So that means if you get with me, it's not gonna be easy street, because I need to be satisfied, because it ain't no happy wife, happy life bullshit. It's happy Steve, happy Steve.
Being strong with self, understanding who you are, is the biggest defense to bitch ass weak men.
And there's no excuses for the men not to be strong. But see, there's so many forces, and then so many men are embracing weakness.
I can't stand weak men. Like I don't like to talk to them. It's hard for me to talk to these losers. I've always been a winner at the winner's table.
You know, I believe it's a sin to impregnate a woman who can't raise a child, you know, or impregnate a woman who's not fit to be a mother. And I think we have a responsibility in what we see today in these weak ass little feminine boys.
I can't tell another man what to do, but I can't dress feminine. I can't wear nail polish. It's just something that I can't do. Why? Because if I'm walking down the street and somebody's having trouble with a flat tire, I want them to feel that they can come to me and ask me, hey man, could you help me out with this? Because those are the type of things that a man will help out with. So I need to look like a man so they can know where to come for help.
Yeah, it is such a thing as toxic masculinity in the minds of bitch ass motherfuckers.
Talk about masculinity, assertiveness, authenticity, transparency. How can a guy who's straight up and honest with what he does be toxic?
If the media can train you to think something bad about it, you hear the word and you want to instantly have a certain reaction. You stop thinking, you start feeling. And when people learn to think and feel and not think through their feelings, that's when they can evaluate a person holistically. And they can say, is this toxic masculinity, or did I just hear something I didn't like? And why did I not like it? And only let me go within myself to see why.
I don't never look at no motherfucker and say, oh, that's a toxic masculine motherfucker. I never ever had, I didn't even know. That was an invented concept from a weak motherfucker that was like, I'm just tired of this motherfucker trying to tell me what to do and bully you over me with this bullshit.
What's going to make you successful is just understanding who you are and getting your mind right and being happy with who you are. That is the thing that's going to really make you successful. Because after you get all the toys, after you get all these things going on, you've had sex with all the women you want to have sex with, you traveled all the places, you're still going to be you, and you're going to always come back to you.
Why do I do this? Why are we even doing this documentary? I want guys to be in the best position possible. There's no way that I'm raising my voice or calling you a bitch ass nigga because I'm trying to hurt your feelings. I'm calling you a bitch ass nigga because you're doing bitch ass nigga shit. And if you continue doing bitch ass nigga shit, you're going to end up in bitch ass nigga situations. You get what I'm saying? So when I call you a bitch ass nigga, trust me, it's because I love you.
Game Kings 2, the definition of man, is out right now. Click the link below or go straight to masculineidentity.com to get your copy today. Still ain't getting women? Really? Come on, son. You need to go to badboymembership.com and step up your game. What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I'm telling you that if you really want to attract beautiful women, you need to go to badboymembership.com. This is where you get 45 through 90-minute step-by-step dating advice tutorials every month. Just sign up, follow the advice, and you'll get the women you want. Go to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com. It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I want to tell you about my documentary, Game Kings, the definition of game, starring myself, the Boss Mac Topsoil, Rosebud, Ron Wills, Miles Cunningham, and much more. In this documentary, you're going to learn about confidence, manhood, attracting women, and the definition of the game. To get this documentary, go to MrLocario.com.
Some people think you need a sports car to get what you want. Some people think you need $1 million. Some people think you need looks, status. The only thing you need is what they can't get unless they come straight to you. And that's your identity. Join the Masculine Identity membership today. MasculineIdentityMembership.com. Masculine Identity Soap. This luxurious, quality, high lather, high moisturizing, all natural bar soap has been handcrafted with care and consistency to provide a quality cleansing experience for self-care, focus, and productivity. Specially formulated for cold showers. Stay clean, gentlemen. Masculine Identity Soap.
Click the links below to get private one-on-one coaching sessions with Mr. Locario or Miles Cunningham to step up your game. These coaching sessions are designed to help you with your specific needs in the dating game. So make sure you click the links below right now so that you can step up your game today. Yo, we here. What's poppin'? What's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. We are here. You understand? Listen, guys, the game is going to be so heavy today. Shout out to my lovely lady April MC in the building. What's going on? Shout out to Joe Mayer, Dukalex, AJ Lino, Wicked Scorpion, Unique 79 in the building. What's going on? Shout outs to who also got up in here? Steve O Baby, Frankie Shy, AT. What's going on with you? Shout out to you guys. Shout out to Tech Kachi. What's good with you, man? Shout out to who else we got up in here? No Limit Michael Ludway is in the building. What's good? Kwame is in the building. Jasper Dan is in the building. Kobe Lean is in the building. What's going on? Shout out to you guys. And if you have a question, put a Q in the chat. Make sure you get that shit cracking. Shout out to Armani in the building. What's going on? Shout out to everybody. Phoenix is up in here. Cardio King. What's good? Max01. Young John, the Sauce God. Monogamous Player, Kid Frankie, and Alik the Great is in the building. Let's get it in. So today, we're going to be talking about how confidence, you heard that right. Confidence always beats out good looks. Always. Understand? Not sometimes, always. So the thing is that I see a lot of talk on the internet about, guys worrying about just their looks, and they say it's all about looks. A lot of guys think confidence, they think, being confident is bullshit. Oh, confidence doesn't even mean anything. And how do you even be confident? I remember years ago, there was these guys. Are we already going in? Oh, you're already getting these calls. Okay, 510. Who's this? 510. 510.
Mr. Locario?
Yes, sir. Where'd you donate at?
Miles in the gang.
All right.
I donated 20.
So what's
I donated
going on?
20.
Appreciate it, fam. So what's good with you, man?
What's up, man? I'm just feeling really down right now.
Oh Lord,
I got
stop it.
I got a wife.
You say you got what?
No. I got a wifey. I got a child. We're going through something right now. We're going through a lot of problems. We're kind of. I'll just say we're separated. I'm not going to use the word kinda because we're black and white here. We're separated.
Okay.
I'm back at my mom's house, and I miss her. I miss my child, man. I want it.
Wait. Is this the same guy that called in talking about he looking for a job? Is this the same dude?
No. That's not the same dude.
Okay,
no.
It's a different guy. Okay, you sound just like the other guy. But anyway, so you said that you miss your child and what else?
A wifey.
Your wifey. Wait, how long you wait, stop. How long you been with your woman for?
Okay, so before we got married, I was with her for 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with her for 2 years. We got married, right? And then, I mean, shit, man, how do I say this? I was living at, you can sound the horn. I was living at her house and her mom's house.
All right, so now let's cut to the chase. Let's cut to the chase though. So basically, you guys aren't married anymore. You have a kid. How old's the kid?
9 months.
9 months. Okay, goddamn. So what's the issue? What's going on? You're not able to see your kid?
She kicked me. She kicked me out of the house.
Mm-hmm. And so why can't you see your kid?
I can see my kid. Look, we're Indian. We're cultured. We don't go through the court system or anything, right? You know. She's a good girl. She's a good girl. You know. She's a good girl. She doesn't do all that bullshit. You know what I mean?
So call her. This is what I'm saying. Call this. What I'm saying. You have a kid with this woman, right?
Yes.
What is the issue between you and this woman where you can't see your kid? Caller, hurry up. We running the show here. You all this pausing and you know what I'm saying? Like, tell us what's going on.
No, I can see my kid. It's just that I don't get along with her.
Wait.
Sister.
Okay. So you can see your kid, right? Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. So if you can see your kid, what's the problem?
I'm the problem.
No, I'm asking. I'm asking what is actually the problem? Because you're not with your girl anymore, right? Which is good because if she kick you out the house, obviously you guys are not getting along and she don't respect you. So it's good you're not together. Then you can see your kid. So what is the problem? You can see your kid and you're now not with a woman who doesn't respect you. So what's the problem? I don't see any problem here.
She didn't only kick me out the house. She actually physically abused me and pushed me out the house. And the problem is her sister.
So are you paying child support through the courts?
No, like I said, we don't do that stuff. But I do pay. Because that's my responsibility. That's my child. I do pay every month, $500.
So why are you not doing it through the courts?
It's just like a mutual understanding. We just don't go through it. It's just our culture. We don't go through a lot.
So caller, this is your problem. You are not leading the situation, which is why you are in this situation in the first place. So what you need to do is that you need to put on your big boy pants and say, okay, listen, this is what needs to happen, right? Make sure that you are paying child support through the courts so that all of this shit is, basically documented. And then on top of that, make sure you're seeing your kid and then call it a fucking day. That's it. Like, what's the issue? Because you talking about you miss your wifey. Why would you miss a woman who kicked you out?
Physically abused me and kicked me out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know what?
Hold on, wait. Caller.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you hate yourself? I'm just saying.
And I'm glad Steven on this show. He would have let me hear it. But I don't. I mean, I guess you could say I hate myself. I just ever since I got kicked out of the house, nobody knows this. I've been drinking a lot.
Caller, listen, man, stop. Listen, we can't. I can't take it anymore. I can't. You understand? This is you. Just woe is me. All you need to do, take care of your kid. And call it a day. That's it. All this other extra shit, all this, I've been drinking and my girl kicked me out and she abused. That's all your fault. So basically, you got to start loving yourself and keep the shit pushing. That's it, fam. All right. So
can I start? Okay. So since I got kicked out, pushed out, am I allowed to see other women?
Caller. I'm going to let you go. You have a good day. All right, man. You guys, I swear, these motherfuckers. These motherfuckers, man. See, this is shout out to K-Zag, and this is why he says that women got to share us. You feel what I'm saying? Because this is the the bullshit that they're going through. You understand what I'm saying? This is the nonsense. And see, this ties into the show also. This is why you have to make sure that you are a confident motherfucker, because if you're not confident, this is the type of shit you're going to go through. You're going to have women who don't respect you. You're going to be in this type of situations and all this bullshit, and that's what's going to happen, right? But guys, you want to call in? The call-in number is 844-672-7300. 844-672-7300 is the number. If you have a question, put a Q in the chat, and we will get to your question at the end. But before we get into all of that, though, make sure that you guys always go to this website. Hold on, we gotta put this up on the screen because this is very, very important. Because if you are not on CunninghamElements.com, you are fucking up. You are fucking all the way up. Make sure you guys get the masculine identity parfum, masculine identity soap, get the shea butter. Get all that stuff. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure you guys do that. And also make sure you guys go to shoplocario.com. Make sure you come here and get your online dating consultations with myself and April. The shit is fire. If you are not on this, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. Y'all have to get on this. We're going to teach you how to set up your pictures, the right types of pictures to take, the type of pictures you shouldn't be taking, how to set your bio, the things you should be saying on there, the things you should not be saying on there, and also the messages, the things that you should be messaging and then things you should not be messaging. So right now, if you are having trouble on online dating, right, it's more likely than not that you are doing these things incorrectly. So make sure you guys go to shoplocario.com, set up a consultation ASAP because you're wasting fucking time. You guys could have been fucking a chick yesterday and tonight and the next day. But you guys don't want to step up the game. So this is what I'm telling you guys. Make sure you guys go to shoplocario.com and set up a consultation. Also, make sure you guys get Master the Vetting Process program. This program is fire. I'm getting a lot of good feedback off of this because a lot of guys are saying that this is really helping them understand the vetting process and actually have better situations in their dating lives. You feel what I'm saying? So make sure you guys do that and get that cracking. Go to shoplocario.com to get that going. And we'll get to the questions near the end. But if you guys have a question, put a Q in the chat. If you want to call up. Now is the times because we're not going to be here all day, but we're going to jam pack this shit with some game. You feel what I'm saying? So now, before we get into that, real quick, I almost forgot. You guys got to also go to badboymembership.com. Get on the Bad Boy membership because right now we got the program 7 ways you'll consistently stay on a woman's mind. Make sure you guys get that program. Right before that, we had 10 ways to get women to prove that they're interested in you. Then we also got the correct way to have short-term relationships, then how to sleep with women in less than an hour. You feel what I'm saying? We got all that shit. Then we got fucking the 7 stages of a long-term relationship, how to avoid making mistakes that will make you lose your woman. You feel what I'm saying? Then we got 7 powerful strategies to eliminate your fear of rejection. 15 ways to open a conversation with women. So for all you guys who don't know what to say when you approach women, get this. This is 15 ways to open a conversation. Real simple. This gives you the head start. Then also, no second dates. 10 signs the first date should be the last. So this is going to tell you whether or not you should continue to see a girl or not. Also, how to not get emotionally attached to women. This is all on the Bad Boy membership. First dates that lead to sexual attraction on the Bad Boy membership. Rules for giving women your time and attention on the Bad Boy membership. I could keep going on and on and on. So make sure that you guys go to Bad Boy membership right now.
Do it.
Get that shit cracking. Get it going.
Do it.
I'm telling y'all, this shit is fire. Fire. You understand what I'm saying? Fire. So if you guys are not on that, get that cracking. And also make sure you guys go to masculineidentitymembership.com to join the masculine identity so you understand your masculine identity, who you are, what you're about, what you want, so you can really get shit popping out here in these streets. Now let's get into this. Let's get into this topic of how confidence always beats just being good looking. Not sometimes, not once in a while, always, right? Now, what a lot of guys on the internet think, because they have no game, right? They think it's all about looks, or they think looks is the most important thing. You'll see this on message boards. You'll see this in comments. You know, this is what the black pill lives by. Oh, you know, it's all about looks. If you don't look a certain way, it's a wrap and all this other stupid shit, right? Now, what you have to understand is that confidence will always beat just being good looking. And confidence is extremely, extremely important, because if you are not confident, that's going to fuck up your entire dating life. You understand? So if you're not confident, it's going to be hard for you to attract women. And also, if you do get a girl there, it's going to be hard to maintain the situation, right? Because when you are not confident, what's going to happen is that the woman's not going to really be feeling you. She's going to be like, okay, this guy, he looks good, but I'm just not feeling the energy. Because remember, even if you have, let's say, a good number of women tell you you're good looking, you hear women say you're handsome. This is why a lot of guys have this handsome man game nonsense on the internet, right? They're like, well, you're so handsome, you're so cute. You hear all this stuff, but you're still having trouble in the game. Why? Because you have issues, right, with your confidence. You are insecure. You doubt yourself, right? There's something about you where you don't really believe that you're that guy, and that affects how women view you and how they feel you. Now, hold on. Now, if you guys are out there, you know, making shit happen with women, right? And you think that, well, all I got to do is be good looking. Hold on, what's this dude? Yo, fam, what's good, bro?
Yo, what's up? I just donated another 10 to Miles Cunningham.
This nigga. I'm gonna need another question, or I'm gonna hang up. What's something else you need to talk about?
Okay, forget about the other situation since I'm single now, right? Can I go out and approach women while still taking care of my child?
What do you think? What do you think?
Yes.
Okay, now let me ask you this question.
Okay.
Do you think you're going to be successful talking to other women?
Yes.
Come on, fam. Really? Come on, son. Okay, now let me ask you a question. If I told you there's a guy I know who his girl kicked him out the house and physically abused him, do you think that guy will have success dealing with other women?
I don't give a fuck about that guy. I'm talking about me. About me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're talking about you. That's what I'm trying to say. You are that guy. So what I'm saying is that what are you gonna do to have success with these women that you're trying to talk to?
The same success I had dealing with the women before I had this woman.
So what success did you have before?
I'm not trying to brag on your show, but I've had 5 girlfriends and I've had like 3 casual hookups. So I'm just going to go back to that shit.
No, this is what I'm asking. Explain to me what the success is.
Just getting with women, hooking up, having fun. What am I supposed to do? Am I just going to bask here in my misery? No. No,
this is what I'm asking. This is what I'm saying to you. What I'm saying is that you are in a situation where you're calling up, talking about the woman that you were with prior, kicked you out the house, and doesn't respect you, and you put a baby in her. So what I'm saying was, where's the success in that situation?
I mean, that's that situation. This is something new. I'm just trying to start new, clean plate.
Rob, but it's a caller. What I'm saying is that yes, you can go out and talk to women and do all those things. What I'm saying is that if you are the same guy, which you are right now, if you're the same guy, you're going to get similar results. You see it? Because what I want to understand is this. If you had all this success with all these other women before this woman, what about this woman or this situation was different that made you unsuccessful?
Well, wait, say that again?
What I'm saying is you were unsuccessful in this situation with your baby mother. What I'm saying is, how are you successful with other women before her, but not successful with her? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, you're right.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. It sounds like you're lying. So it sounds like you were never really successful with these other women, because if that was the case, why didn't you just do the same thing you did with those other women with your baby mother?
I'm just not into it anymore. I just want to go out and just approach other women. I'm going to get your thing on shoplocario.com.
All right. Well, listen, bro, this is what I'm saying. Hit me up for coaching on the back end, because you need it badly, bro. This is crazy. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So hit me up on the back end, all right?
I got you, bro. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you.
All right, Mahalo. Peace. All right. So, guys, I'm telling you, guys, this is why you need confidence. Because imagine that guy on the phone was a guy that women think are really good looking. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it wouldn't even matter. It would not even matter. And this is what I'm trying to get into. You guys got to understand something, right? The reason why confidence will always be just being good looking, right? Is because what happens is that confidence is coming from within, and that confidence that you have, women feel it, right? And what happens is that the confidence that you have when you're dealing with women is the thing that makes a woman feel you, which is going to make her really attracted to you. Now, if you're a good looking dude, a woman could be attracted to you. She could be like, he's a handsome guy, or I think he's cute, or I think he's fine, and all this other stuff, right? But what happens is that if you just look good, but you are not confident, that is going to be disaster. You understand what I'm saying? Now, check this out. The reason why confidence is going to be beat being good looking is because if you're good looking, but you are not confident, then what happens is that when a woman rejects you, ignores you, flakes on you, or does some other shit, you're going to doubt yourself, right? Because what a lot of good looking guys do, or the guys who consider themselves good looking, is that they will try to coast on their looks, right? So now they may get chicks checking him out because the girl thinks he's good looking, right? He might get a girl giving him that quote unquote choosing signal because she's looking at him from across the room, right? So now what happens is that his entire dating life is predicated on how women are perceiving him and sort of giving him attention based on his looks. So now when he doesn't get what he wants based on his looks, he's going to doubt if he's good looking, which is going to cause him to be insecure. You understand? I talked about this years ago. I called it pretty boy syndrome. So what happens is a guy, he's like, oh, well, I'm attracting women because I look good. But then what happens is that when he doesn't get what he wants, or things go left, or the chick is not really feeling him, he starts to doubt his physical appearance. He starts to doubt how physically attractive he is, because that's what he's using, or the main thing he's using to attract women. But because he's not confident, right, his insecurities is going to come out, which is going to make him look worse. Now, what happens is that when you're confident, let's say you're a confident guy, but you're not like the what they call it, conventionally handsome, or the stereotypical good-looking dude, because you are confident, right, and you believe in yourself, then you are not looking for anything external to tell you who you are. And so what's going to happen is you're going to take action based on your own view of yourself. See, the good-looking guy who's insecure, what he's going to do is that he's going to wait for somebody to co-sign him being good-looking before he takes action. The guy who's confident is going to take action because he thinks he's that guy, period. Do you see what I'm saying? And so when you have a guy who's confident and a guy who's coasting on his looks, the guy who's confident is always going to win. So I'm just making this simple for you guys to understand. So for example, if you're at a party and you have a guy who's coasting on his looks, but then you have the confident guy who's not coasting on his looks, then guess what's going to happen? The confident guy is going to go around the room and talk to as many women as possible, right? The guy with the good looks, he's going to stand around and wait for a chick to give him attention. You understand what I'm saying? So he's not taking action until the woman gives him attention. The confident guy is going to take action. You understand? So the confident guy is always going to beat out the guy with just the good looks. This is how it works. Now, if you're good looking and you're confident, then hey, you making it happen. You understand what I'm saying? But the funny part is that guys who coast on their looks, or guys who make it about their looks, or these looks maxim motherfuckers, most of them are not confident. That's why they're so concerned with their jawlines and how tall they are and, all about their looks, because they're not really confident, right? They're almost like a woman. You understand? Like, women are very concerned with their looks because that's a more feminine type of thing, right? Because the feminine is supposed to draw in. It's supposed to, you understand what I'm saying? The masculine is about taking action. You understand? So a lot of guys who are very feminine will coast on their looks. That's why they call it pretty boy, because pretty is some feminine shit. A man is not supposed to be pretty. You understand what I'm saying? So the thing is that these guys are in these situations where they're trying to coast on their looks. And then when they are even getting attention from women, what happens is that because they're insecure, that insecurity is going to come out in the situation. Right now, this is what a lot of guys don't understand about confidence, is that a lot of guys think confidence, right, only occurs if you have a certain thing or you've done a certain thing. So meaning a lot of guys believe that, you can't be confident. A lot of guys believe that you can't be confident if you haven't done something. You know what I'm saying? They believe you can't be confident if you haven't done anything, right? They think I have to do something, then I can be confident. That's not true. Or you have guys who believe that I can only be confident once I have a certain amount of money or a certain amount of clout or whatever it is, right? But what they don't understand is that, hold on, fam, I'm about to block you. Like I'm being, bro, you keep calling every 2 seconds, bro. I'm like, you've called twice.
I donated to Mel.
No. This is what you do. Hit me up on the back end for coaching. That's the last thing I told you. I call every 2 seconds. This is a show. If you need actual help, get coaching. Does that make sense? Okay. All right, hit me up on the back end. All right, peace. Jesus Christ. See, this is how you know dudes have issues with women. It's just like what is this guy doing? Like, this is not your coaching session. This is a show. You call in, you ask a question, you hang up. Crazy. Oh, this is Miles in the building. Miles, did you donate? You taking a free call?
I'm calling to tell you that he didn't donate. He's lying now. He donated before.
Oh, he
donated before, but that last call he just made and the one before that he did not donate.
Oh,
so
my God.
He's done. Block him.
This
You can go ahead and block him. He's done.
Okay, cool. I'm going to have to block his ass.
Because he called in on the Manhood is a Skill Set show talking about a whole other situation about some chick at his job. So I think he's a paying troll. Like, I think he's paying a little bit of money just so he could troll. So fuck him.
Right.
He's done.
Yeah, I'm going to block his ass.
All right, have a good show.
Yes, sir. Peace. That's crazy. Hold on. Let me block this guy's number real quick. Hold on. How the fuck do I block on this shit? Hold on. I got to block his ass. Let me block his ass real quick. Hold on, because this shit... I'll block his ass in a second. Okay. All right. So guys, the call-in number is 844-672-7300, 844-672-7300. That's the number right there. And guys, if you have a question, put a Q in the chat and we will get to your question. You know what I'm saying? So now, this is what I was saying, right? Is that a lot of guys a lot of guys think that they need more money to look better or to have a certain status, and then they'll be confident, right? Confidence comes from understanding and recognizing your value, right? It's recognizing that you're valuable and understanding that that's where the confidence comes from. So if you're trying to do something to make yourself feel valuable, right? That's you being insecure. Now, a lot of people, they get confused when they talk about this because a lot of people say, well, isn't that being delusional? Because if you don't have anything to be confident about, doesn't that mean that you're being delusional? No. Because the thing is that when you recognize your value, which all of us have, right? Then you understand you have every reason to be confident. And the ironic part is that, in fact, if you are not confident, that means that you are delusional. You understand what I'm saying? Let me break that down. If you are not confident, if you are insecure, you are actually delusional. You understand? Because when you're delusional, what you're doing is you're believing in something that's not true. So what you're doing is you're believing that you're not valuable. That means you're delusional. Because if you were not valuable, you wouldn't exist. You see what I'm saying? So the problem is that a lot of people don't understand confidence because they've been taught that they are not valuable and they need something in order to be valuable. So then they feel like if I don't get this thing, then I can't be confident. So I need this other stuff to be confident. I need this outside validation to be confident. And this is the thing. See, a lot of times good looking guys, this is what they do. And even good looking women, but we're talking about, you guys right now. What happens is good looking guys are looking outside of themselves for validation that they're valuable. So they think, well, because I'm good looking, that makes me valuable. And I need for the woman to check me out, give me attention because I'm good looking so that now I can believe that I'm valuable, right? When you're confident, what happens is this, is that you understand your value, right? And then you recognize the outside reflecting the value you see in yourself. You understand? That's the difference. See, when you're confident, what you're doing is that you are basically just recognizing the value you see in yourself being reflected back to you through interacting with women. See, when you're this good-looking dude, but you're insecure, what you're doing is that you're trying to get the cosign from the woman. You see what I'm saying? So you believe that you are attractive because the woman's checking you out. And then you're going to believe you're unattractive because the woman's not checking you out. You're going to believe you're attractive because the woman gave you the number. But then you're going to believe you're unattractive because she's flaking. You understand? So you go based on how the woman is reacting. You understand? So now, when you're confident, what you do is that you are not allowing the outside to dictate how you see yourself. You understand? You're not allowing the outside to dictate how you see yourself, because what happens is that how you see yourself is how you see yourself. And then what happens is that you see that reflected in the outside. So you're not looking for it, you just see it reflected. And what happens is that, let's say, for example, a woman is not interested in you. You don't question yourself. See, that's how you know you're really confident. You're not questioning your value based on what the woman is doing or saying. And also, you are not, confirming your value based on what the woman is doing and saying. You just recognize that if the woman finds you valuable, all that means is that she is in alignment with how you see yourself. And this is why I tell you guys that when you are dealing with women, to stop chasing these women, because when you're chasing, all that means is that they're giving you resistance. You understand that? That is all that means. They're giving you resistance and you're chasing. But check this out. If you are a guy who's confident, a guy who loves himself, right? You're only going to deal with the women who reflect that back to you. That is it. That's it. But guys, if you want to call up, the call-in number is 844-672-7300, 844-672-7300 is the number. If you have a question, put a Q in the chat and we will get to your question. And guys, you want to call up, now is the time, because we're not going to be in here too long, maybe another 30, 45 minutes, and we're going to wrap it up. It's not going to be a long show. But I just want you guys to understand that when you guys are confident, You're going to act a different way. You're going to have a certain energy when it comes to dealing with women. The problem is that because most guys are surface level, they're surface level motherfuckers, they are, worried about what everybody else is thinking. And this is why they try to coast on the looks. This is why they're trying to, make themselves look better, because they think looking better is going to make their dating life easier or better. And it's not. It's not. But a lot of guys don't understand that shit. But let me see what some of these questions are saying real quick. So it says, what's the right way to play with or tease a woman? And what's the wrong way? So the thing is I don't really, how do I say this? So I would say it like this. So the right way to tease a woman is if you actually like to do that shit. Like, I'm the wrong person to ask for that, because I don't really like teasing women. You understand what I'm saying? I'm more of a straight to the point kind of motherfucker, so I don't go through all the teasing and all that other extra shit. But the thing is that the right way would be that has to be something that you're doing that turns you on, and that is something that you enjoy, right? The wrong way would be for you to do it based on you doing it for her. You understand? So you doing it because you think, oh, well, if I do this, then she'll give me some pussy. You understand what I'm saying? It can't be just about that, because then what happens is you're doing things based on just trying to get the woman versus doing things based on you liking to do it. Right? So for example, I would never tease a woman because it doesn't interest me. You understand what I'm saying? It doesn't interest me at all. Like I'd rather do math homework than tease a woman. But that's just me. You understand? That's just me though. Hold on, why is this when this thing seems like blurry and shit on this one for some reason? Okay, there we go. There we go. I think it's back a little bit. But yeah, guys, you can call in 844-672-7300. 844-672-7300 is the number. All right, so let me see what some of these questions are saying. Says, Mr. Locario, I checked your 10 movies I will teach you game video, and I have to ask, can you do a second list because that shit was fire? Yeah, I probably could do a second joint for that, because there's a lot of movies out there that can teach you some game. You know what I'm saying? Says, do you still do meetups with Eddie Fuse in New York? I watched an old video where you said you held meetups in the past. Well, no, we would go to meetups. We would go to different events. But yeah, I think Eddie Fuse is in Bali right now, so he's overseas. Let's go to 205. 205. What's poppin'? Who this?
Hey, this is Brendan. Hey, where do I donate it? Is your Cash App or Miles' Cash App?
No, it's Miles in the game. $ Miles in the game.
What about on PayPal? Can I do it on PayPal too?
Yeah, you get us on PayPal too. The links are at the top of the chat. So just hit up one of those links and then call back. All right, appreciate you. Right. All right. So this one says, can you talk about how there is no competition, even if lots of other guys approach her because your authenticity, and the fact that most guys don't have game. Well, this is the thing. It's not even just that most guys don't have game. There is no competition because you're the only one who is you. That's it. 781. What's popping with this?
I donated on Cash App. Miles in the game too.
All right.
You see it?
So what's going on?
I was watching some of your old videos, and you said that confidence comes from within. So, right. What are the things that you would do to build the confidence?
What would you do to build your confidence?
Yes. So you said it comes from within.
Right.
So, like, if you don't already have that core confidence, what would be the things you do to increase it or to get it there?
Right. Well, this is the thing. You don't necessarily build like you can do things that will make you more confident, or make you recognize that you are confident. But the thing that you got to understand also is that you don't want to attach your confidence just to being competent at doing something. So for example, like you can let's say for example you were not good at playing basketball. And then you started practicing, you got real good at playing basketball. So now you're competent in playing basketball. So now you derive confidence from the fact that you are competent in playing basketball, meaning because I can play basketball good, I'm confident that I can play basketball good. You understand what I'm saying? So you built the confidence through the repetition of playing basketball, and now you feel good about that, right? So that's how you can build your confidence. But you got to be careful though, because what happens is that then you get into the mindset of attaching confidence to having to do things. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, okay. You can, right. So you can do certain things to build your confidence in the sense of, well, because I know I can play basketball good, that's something that I did and I proved to myself I can be good at this. So then now you feel good about yourself because you proved it to yourself. So you're feeling good within yourself because you proved it to yourself, right? But what I'm trying to tell you is that when you have core confidence, what you realize is that you never had to be good at basketball to be valuable. Does that make sense? Like you was already valuable in the first place. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Well, what about in the situation where, like, since you gave an example of basketball, what if you practice basketball but you don't get better?
Right. Well, and that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, where you don't have to be good at basketball to be confident. That's what I'm trying to say. What I'm saying is you can use it to prove to yourself that you can do something good. But what I'm saying is that if you try to get good at basketball and you don't, then that's going to make you feel worse, right? Because now you were trying to use basketball to be confident. So essentially what I'm saying is this: you actually don't have to do anything to be confident. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand, because confidence comes from understanding your value, and you don't have to do anything to be valuable because you already are it. Does that make sense?
But I guess if I don't truly believe that, then where would I start?
Right, but that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that you don't believe it because you're constantly trying to do things to believe it. That's what I'm saying. So this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying, right? And this is going to be difficult for y'all, a lot of y'all to understand, right? Because you're saying, well, I don't feel it, so what can I do to feel it, right?
Or maybe not necessarily do something, but like, how can I change the way I think about it?
Right. So what I'm saying is this: is that in order for you to change how you view it and how you think about it, right, is that you actually have to get in touch with reality and yourself. Meaning, so for example, right, so let's say you are you're feeling insecure, right? And because you feel insecure, you're scared to talk to women, right? Let's use that as an example, right? Now,
yes,
what's going to happen is that if you start talking to women and you start interacting with women, right, there's going to be some women who's going to reject you, some women who are not. There's going to be some women who are going to be attracted to you, some women who are not. There's going to be times you have really good conversations with women. There's going to be some women who just ignore you, right? All of these possibilities are going to happen. Now, what's going to happen is that as you're talking to women, right, the fear and insecurity you had about talking to women is going to disappear, because what happens is that the reality of talking to women is what you're going to experience. And the reality of talking to women is going to tell you that you never had anything to fear about talking to women in the first place. You see what I'm saying? So reality is going to show you that you have the value within you, which is why you're able to do it in the first place. So what I'm saying is that everything that you're trying to find is already within you. You just don't recognize it. You understand? It's just like if you was blind, right? Let's say you're like, man, you know what? Like I want a really fancy sports car. And I say, bro, you already got a fancy sports car in your driveway. You understand? Your girlfriend bought it for you or whatever, right? But you can't see it because you're blind. You understand? Now, if you gained your sight, then you'd be like, oh shit, I see it. Now, did you have to do anything? No, you just see it now because you can see it. Before you couldn't because you were blind. But you didn't have to do anything for that to be an actual possibility that you got the car. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is you just don't recognize it. So you're trying to find out by doing. And what I'm saying is that a lot of times trying to find out by doing gets you into a deeper hole, because when you don't get what you want by doing, you start to feel worse. Do you see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, makes sense.
Right. But what I'm saying is that if you do start doing, what I'm trying to tell you is that if you do your thing and you keep making things happen, right? The things that you're trying to make happen, you're going to recognize things happening in a certain way because you keep going. So for example, let's use the basketball example. You're like, well, what if I continue to, try to do basketball and I'm not good? The reason why you're not good is because you haven't been consistent with doing it to the point where you are good. Do you see what I'm saying? Because you're going to figure out, oh, well, I'm not getting the shots in. How do I make the shots going better? Oh, you got to flick your wrist this way. Oh, cool. Now I'd learned how to flick my wrist a certain way. So because I flick my wrist that way, the more shots are going in. So a lot of times when you're not doing good at something is because you are not competent in doing the good thing and doing it good, right? But even if you are not competent in doing it good, does not mean that you are not valuable. Do you see what I'm saying? So this is why it's tricky where you have to make sure that you're not getting caught up in trying to do things to be confident. You understand what I'm saying? Because when you start doing that, then you're going to mistake not doing good for you not being valuable. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is you're valuable whether you can do good or not, whether you can put the ball in the hoop or not. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to say. So what I'm saying is that once you start to understand your value, right, then you're going to say, you know what, shit, I now realize and I now recognize that me being good at basketball had nothing to do with me being confident. It had nothing to do with me being valuable. You understand?
Okay.
So if I'm good at basketball, I'm valuable. If I suck at basketball, I'm valuable. If I never touch a basketball, I'm valuable. That's what I'm trying to, that's confidence. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I guess so. But then earlier, you also touched about how, some people can be delusional. So, like, what's the difference between somebody that's just really confident and somebody that's just delusional about reality?
Because being delusional has to do with you thinking about something that's not true or not in reality, not a fact. You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is you being valuable is true because if it wasn't true, you wouldn't be here. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
So what I'm saying is that the delusional part is you being insecure. The delusional part is doubting yourself. The delusional part is you thinking you're not valuable. That's the delusion. Do you see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that's what you got to understand.
All right, thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, brother. Appreciate the call, fam. I'm gonna holler at you, man. All right. So I saw a few people trying to call up. I think it was 205 and then 917 was trying to call up. So guys, call back up. Call the number 844-672-7300. 844-672-7300 is the number. So call up and let's get this shit cracking. Let me see what some of these questions are saying as you guys are going to call up. So did you change the background or move to another room? No, it's the same room. Just we just put shelves up and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? It says how a chick can let you feel her and touch her. Hold on, let's take this call real quick. 302. Yeah. What's poppin'? Who this?
Yeah. John. Sorry.
What's going on? Did you donate?
Yeah, I sent the 5 to Miles Cunningham.
All right. Gotcha. So what's going on? What's going on?
So the question that plays in that touch on this topic, I wanted to know if the vetting process have a play into this topic.
No, the vetting process has a play in all of it. The vetting has to be done in all aspects of dealing with women. You understand what I'm saying?
All right. Right. Okay. So it's basically when you approach a female or the woman, it's based on what you're confident if she's with what you with, right?
Yeah. So basically it's like this. In order for you to vet, you have to believe in you because that's the only way you're going to even believe the woman's going to believe in you. So if you because think about this, right? If you're vetting a chick for 12 to 18 months before you would even make her your girlfriend, that means that you would have to believe that you are so valuable that the woman is going to stick around for 12 to 18 months, right? True. You see what I'm saying? And that's why a lot of guys don't like vetting, because they don't actually believe that a woman would want to stick around that long without being in an actual committed relationship.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
And also wanted to say too, I did check out. I got the vetting process. You know what I'm saying, that you got.
All right, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Pretty good, man. It's pretty good. I'm messing with it.
That's what's up, man.
I like it.
That's what's up. Appreciate it, man. But yeah, study that and implement that, and you'll get your cracking. All right.
All right. Thanks.
All right, brother. Appreciate the call. All right. So 205. I see you've been calling in like crazy. So call back 205. 205. Let me see if I can call him back right here. Okay. So 205. What's popping? Who this?
Hey, this is Brendan, man. How you doing?
What's going on, fam? What's good with your man?
I donated on PayPal. Sent you $8.
All right, got you. Appreciate it. And shout out to Kobe Lean. Kobe Lean sent 15 for 3 free calls, so we got 3 free calls. So let's make that happen. But go ahead.
Hey, here's my situation. Here's my question. What would you do in this situation? I set up a date with a girl. I've been listening to your show for a while and got a good idea of let's meet for a smoothie. So at first I said, let's meet for a drink. She said, I don't drink. I said, drink of water. She started laughing. So, okay. So I told her, would you be free this Saturday? She said, yeah. I texted her this morning. I texted her last night the address. Then this morning for the time, I get a text about 5 minutes ago saying, I'm kind of tired. I can't do the smoothie. We can do something later on tonight. Would you charge her or just say, come by the house or just meet up?
So, okay. So let me ask you this. And you already said it, but you probably mispassed it. You told her, what did she say when you said, let's go get drinks?
She said, I don't drink. I said, drink of water then. She started laughing and said, okay.
There we go. Stop right there. You said, let's go get drinks. She says, I don't drink. That's when you should have charged her. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. That right there. That's what see what again, resistance is going to equal future resistance. That's literally what happened in your situation. You said, let's go get a drink. She says, I don't drink. Resistance. You understand what I'm saying? And then you try to set up something else, and then she still is what? Resisting you.
But see, she texted me back. I ain't texting her no more. She was like, hey, you free? I was like, hey, let's get a smoothie. I ain't going off no dinner, something cheap, a little smoothie, just fill each other out. I don't even want to fuck first because my mouth told me, find yourself inside of her before you find yourself inside of her. And when she sent me this text here, so let me call on the show.
Wait. He said, find yourself inside of her before you find yourself inside of her. So now you said to her, let's go get drinks, yes?
Yes, I did.
So
correct.
if you was to find yourself inside of her, that means that she would need to agree to get drinks.
That's correct.
That means that that's what I'm saying. So you didn't find yourself inside of her. So she was not about what you're about.
That's what you mean.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Right there. You say, let's get drink. I don't drink. Charged. That's it. We're done. You see what I'm saying? See, this is the thing. A lot of y'all think that, you think her saying, I don't drink means that it's about the drink. No, it's about she's not interested in you.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? Because the thing is this, is the drink is the invitation for her to fuck with you. It's not about her drinking. She knows she can get a fucking water even if she don't drink. You understand what I'm saying? So if you invite a woman for drinks and she don't drink, she will get a water on her own when she gets there.
Yeah.
Or this is what she would say this. She would say, hey, that sounds great, but I don't really drink, so I probably might get a water if you don't mind. Like, she'll let you know I'm gonna get a non-alcoholic drink when I meet you.
Yeah. So I just text her back like, okay, I think I'll give me a smoothie. Have a nice day. I didn't even set nothing else up, man. Would you have texted back or just did I do the right thing? Hey, I just said, I'm going to get the smoothie. Have a nice day. Talking about we can link up tonight. Man, hell no.
No, but that's what I'm saying. You ain't even got to do nothing. So what I'm saying is, once she told you that you said, let's get drinks. She said, I don't, as soon as she says, I don't drink, unmatched, charges to the game, it's done. That's it.
That's what you mean. That's why I messed up. I should have charged her, but I did. I let her go. Then she had texted me back. I said, we getting a smoothie. I'm at the point now where I cut them all fast. But I was like, you know what? This is my little prospects. Let's be for a smoothie, no dinner, and then like that. Just spill each other out.
It don't matter. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
As soon as she rejected what you offered her first,
I see what you mean.
It's done. That's what I'm trying to tell you. This is what listen right. and call it this. I'm glad you asked this question because most of you guys do. I keep trying to tell y'all, resistance equals disinterest. So it don't matter if you offer some other shit. It don't matter. So you don't need to tell her to get a water. She knows she could get a water. You understand what I'm saying? Exactly. Kazaki said that's why she told you she wasn't feeling well later. She was expecting him to offer a better date, but he didn't. Exactly. And she expected you to offer a better date. Why? Because she was going to make it about the date instead of you because she's not interested in you.
I see what you mean.
You see what I'm saying? That's it. So you just got to charge into the game. Listen, I know you guys, y'all hoping, you're wishing, you're praying. You're like, but she's so bad. No, move on to the next chick. You'll be fine.
I got you, man. Hey, I really appreciate that good wisdom. I appreciate that. You take care, bro.
All right, brother. Appreciate it, man. Listen, I tell you, I know, guys. I know it's hard to be like, fuck. Like, you're like, damn, man, but she had a fatty, she had them titties, man. I was really trying to make something happen. Understand, resistance equals disinterest. It's really that simple. Really that simple. That's what you guys got to understand, man. Listen, when a woman is down, she's down for what you are saying, and there's no resistance. Let's go to 602. You taking a free call or you don't need it?
Free call.
All right, what's going on with you?
Hey, what's going on, Locario? This is Frank, and I was calling because I called last week about my girl being back home in Arizona, and I'm up in Tennessee. And I'm not supposed to go home till next week, like y'all said and everything. So I'm sticking to it. But last night I called her and she said something that got me thinking because I was, it was Friday night last night and she's talking about, well, since you're not here, I'm going to go out with my girls and I'm going to get drunk. I said, well, don't get too drunk. She goes, well, you're not here. So whatever happens, happens. I said, don't make me come down there now. I don't know.
Come on, man. What is wrong with you guys?
That's the way she said it, Locario. The way she said that.
Wait, how long you been with this woman for?
I've been with her for about 7 months now. Yeah, 7 months.
7 months? This ain't even. Wait, this your girl?
Yes.
Nigga, when did she become your girl?
Sometime like last year, 2024.
Last year? So wait, when did y'all meet?
No, I've been knowing her. She's the one that she got the divorce, but I've been going out with her and we finally hooked up. Like in
No. This is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, how long have you guys been dating before she became your girlfriend?
Well, probably not that long, about 2 months.
2 months, nigga. Come on, fam. And how long have you known her in total?
Oh, in total, I've known her for years, like about 5-6 years.
Okay,
but she's been married and she got the divorce.
Okay, so
that's when I moved in.
So then she was married. You knew her you just known of her like in the neighborhood and shit like that, right? Like I wasn't hanging out and doing nothing with each other, right?
No,
because she was married.
She had a real jealous husband.
Okay, cool.
Once they got divorced, that's when I moved in.
Okay, so check this out. So now they got divorced, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so you're telling me that once they got divorced, you were dating her for 2 months and then made her your girl?
Yeah, that sounds bad.
Oh my God. So see, this is the problem. This is the problem. This is why you guys need to vet. You have to vet women before you make them your girl and give them the position of girlfriend. You have to vet women. It is important. It is imperative because now this is what's happening. She is trying to basically guilt trip you into doing what she wants you to do. She's manipulating you.
Oh.
You understand what I'm saying? Okay. So she wants you to come back to town ASAP, right?
Right.
So she's like, listen, well, I'm going to go out and I'm going to get drunk and I might do some things. And she's basically like, well, if you were here, then I wouldn't do this stuff. So she's basically trying to get you to come home so she won't do the stuff she says she's going to do. That's manipulation.
Yeah.
Wait, do y'all live together?
No, I don't live together.
Okay. I'm about to say. So this is what I'm saying. But this is why you got to vet the woman, because if you was to vet her, you would have saw and found out that she was being manipulative, and you would have never made her your girlfriend.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. So understand, you're just in a situation where your girl's manipulating you, and check this out. She knows she can manipulate you. Why? Because you was lusting after her and simping while she was married with another man, with some other dude. She was with another guy.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
And she knows me well. Yeah, she knows me well.
That's what I'm saying. So you're already fucking up. So that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, you done, like, this situation at this point really can't be saved, because you're in too deep.
Okay, so I should have moved in, right? She said, when I get back, we need to move in together. She said, ASAP.
Wait. Hold on. Come on, fam.
Get out of here, you damn nigga!
Come on, fam. Are you serious?
I mean, I was thinking about it, but not no more.
Wait. You was thinking about it? Come on. Bro, you wild out here, man. Y'all motherfuckers is wild. Why were you thinking about moving in with her?
Well, she was talking to me about, we could save on the bills, and we can get together, and maybe we can start a family and stuff. So I was sitting there thinking about it, like, yeah, I like that. I like the way that sounds, but
bruh, you're done. You are done. This is what happens with a lot of you guys, right? So see, this is why you have to vet, because you get yourself in these predicaments and situations where a woman sees you a certain way, and that's how she's going to act toward you. It's like caller, check this out. It's like if a dude came to me and said, hey, there's this guy that's been bullying me in my school for the past year. How do I fix this? I'm like, you can't. You understand? Because that bully sees you as a bitch, because he's been bullying you the whole time. So this is what I'm saying. This is how your woman sees you. She sees you as the guy she can push around, manipulate, do all this other stuff, because you've allowed her to do that. And the way you came into the situation was that you were basically sweating her and simping and being all about her from the jump like that. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So
yeah, okay.
So what I'm saying is that, bro,
man,
you just gotta listen. And this is the most you could probably do, but it probably ain't gonna work. You gotta sit her down, and well, first of all, before you sit her down, you have to figure out exactly what you want and how you want things to go down. Then you got to sit her down and say, hey, listen, this is how shit needs to go from now on. And then now, at that point, she can either be about it or not. You feel what I'm saying? Now, if she's not about it, then I would suggest you bounce. You understand? Okay. Now, if she is about it, you have to be about it, meaning you have to be consistent in what you said you're going to do from this point on. But the problem is that if you are inconsistent at any point after saying what you really want to happen, you might as well just drop it immediately, because once she sees that you're going to flip flop based on you trying to switch the situation up now, it's a fucking wrap. But this is why at the beginning, when you first meet women, you have to vet them, show them what it is from the beginning, so you don't have to go through this type of shit.
Right. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do right there.
All right, caller. So I'm gonna holler at you, man. All right, peace. Man, you see what happens when you're not vetting? Do you see what happens when you're not vetting? 678, what's popping? Who this?
Efoso, use the free call.
Efoso, what's going on, fam?
Yeah, I got a question. So I put a question on the chat, and I talk about, my question is that, can a dead person be viable?
Can who?
Can a dead person be viable?
Of course. How is a dead person not valuable?
I asked that question because, like, for instance, like, I feel like Kobe Bryant, Michael Jackson, and a lot of these valuable people passed away, and they still remember them by their music, their athletes, their basketball. So that's what I'm saying, that a dead person can be viable. That's why I asked that question.
So wait, so let me ask you a question. So, Efos, let me ask you this. So, So is the back of your body valuable?
Yes.
Is the front of your body valuable?
Yes.
Right. The whole thing is valuable. So you need the front of your body and the back of your body to live, right?
Yes.
And they're opposites, right? So the front of your body is opposite to the back of your body, and the back of your body is the opposite to your front of your body, right?
Yes.
So that means that the opposites are valuable, yes?
Yes.
Right. So what's the opposite of hot?
Cold.
What's the opposite of up?
Down.
What's the opposite of life?
Death.
There you go. So if you need your front of your body just like you need the back of your body, and they're both connected together, and that means they're both valuable. So just like hot is valuable because cold is valuable, up is valuable because down is valuable, life is valuable because death is valuable. You understand that? It's all connected.
Oh, okay, that's right.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, caller. Appreciate the call, fam. All right. So I saw 224 call in, so you could call back 224. I seen that you was calling up. So make sure you guys do that. Hold on. 224 was popping. Who this?
Yeah, Emmanuel Jacksonville, 24.
What up? Are you taking the free call or you
Yeah, free call. Myself.
All right. So what's going on with you, man?
Yeah, so I had a question just on concept, just because I know you said that we want to look for high interest women, but I've also heard like on Real Game No Theory, y'all said that like a woman who's like highly interested in you at like 703 could be like having no interest in you at 708.
Yeah, that means she doesn't. That means she doesn't have high interest in you.
But isn't the same woman that had high interest?
No. This one, you're not getting it. High interest is consistent cooperation. You understand? So a woman could show a sign that she has high interest, but as soon as so if you're talking to a girl at 7:00 and she's all up in your face, smiling, cooperating, and at 7:15 you say, "Hey, let's get up out of here, go to my place." She's like, "Nah, I'm not the type of girl." She don't have high interest. High interest is you talking to that girl at 7:00. She's smiling in your face. You say, "Hey, let's go out and go back to my place." She says yes. You go back to your place. Y'all fuck. She's loving the fucking. She goes home and then you text her next week. You say, "Hey, come through to the crib again so we can fuck again." She says yes. She comes through. Y'all fuck. She leaves. You hit her up next week. You say, "Hey, come through to the crib and fuck." She says yes. You see how it's consistent cooperation throughout the entire. That's high interest.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So it's not this like, well, I'm confused because she was high interest at 7:17 and by 8:45 that chick don't got high interest. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's what it is, all right?
Yeah, man.
All right, brother. I appreciate the call, fam. So yeah, you gotta understand high interest is consistent cooperation. So you'll get a glimpse or a hint that the woman has high interest, but her actually having high interest is her cooperation has to be consistent throughout the entire interaction. So even, for example, if you are out of town and you meet a woman and y'all hook up for that night and you never see her again, if she was cooperating the entire night, that's high interest because the cooperation was consistent the entire time. Now, if you're out of state, if you're out of town and you meet a woman and you're talking to her and it's like 7:30 and by 8:00, you're like, "Hey, let's get up out of here, go back to my hotel." She's like, "Nah, no. That's not high interest." You see what I'm saying? That's not how it works. So let me see what some of these questions are saying. Where was we at with the questions? So it says, how a chick can let you feel her, touch her, but not kiss her. Is that only medium interest? Yes. Or and on top of that, that's a chick that's being on some attention or type stuff. You understand? So if you're, you feeling all up on her, touching her, but she don't want to kiss you, right? That's not consistent cooperation. And that means she doesn't have high interest in you. You see what I'm saying? So can you turn a medium interest into higher interest? No. What you can do is that a woman could have high, and I talked about this on another show, and a lot of guys really don't understand this, right? If a woman has medium interest in you, right? A woman could have higher interest in you later down the line. So meaning that if you meet a woman at a nightclub tonight and she has medium interest in you, she's showing signs through her behavior that she has medium interest in you. That does not mean that she's going to have high interest in you by the end of the night. That's not how it works. You understand what I'm saying? That's not how it works. So what would need to happen is if you met a woman at a nightclub tonight, she has medium interest in you. Even if you wear her down to smash, she still has medium interest in you. If you end up seeing her again, maybe 2 or 3 times, she still has medium interest in you. Now, what could happen is that let's say that fizzles out. And then you see that woman maybe 8 months, a year later, right? And you're a more confident guy, more well put together, right? You totally turned into a whole new nigga. Then she will have high interest in you because why? You're a new motherfucker. You're a different guy. This is what I'm trying to say, that the guy you are now, who she has medium interest in you, she will always have medium interest in you unless you transform to a new nigga. This is what I'm trying to tell you guys. And again, let me explain it in ways that you guys can understand. If you meet a woman, right, who is a little overweight and you like women who are more in shape, right? And you have medium interest in this woman, right? You're like, you know what, I'd smash, but she ain't really my type. Do you think that if you met this woman at a party, you think if you're talking to her at 8:30, at 8:45, you're going to have high interest in her now? No. But let's say that woman that you have medium interest in, right, starts working out and starts getting in better shape. Now that she's in better shape, now you have high interest, right? But could she get in better shape in 15 minutes? No. It took her 6 months, damn near a year, to get into that shape that makes you have the higher interest. She essentially is another woman. That's what I'm trying to get you guys to understand. So if you're an insecure motherfucker who is kind of like, oh, my mouthpiece is kind of whack and I don't really believe in myself, you think that if you're talking to a girl at 8:30 at a party, that by 8:45, she's going to have higher interest in you? No, you're the same guy. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. You're the same motherfucker. But we ought to wrap this shit up because I gotta head up out of here in a second. All right, so let's take this last call. 502 what's popping? Who this?
What's going on, Locario? It's Phoenix.
Phoenix in the building. What's going on, fam? What's popping with you, man? Appreciate the donation.
Not donated.
All right. So what's going on? What's going on?
Man, just a quick question real quick about what you was just saying, you know, how you would increase the woman's interest by being a new motherfucker and all the way completely. Now, is that necessarily a good thing? Is that necessarily a woman that you should even deal with, though, still? Because she didn't see you at first. So even though you're a new motherfucker and she's highly interested, is that still somebody that you even still should even entertain?
Yeah, you definitely should entertain that. And the reason why is because okay, so you ever, for example, you ever hear when like me and Steve will do a show, or even Steve might do a show by himself, and he'll say, a guy will call in and say, yo, you know, I fucked with this girl, we had sex. And then Steve will say, oh, you fucking with these bottom of the barrel bitches. You ever hear him say that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Now, the reason why he's saying that is because if the guy's calling in and he has no game and the girl fucks with him, that most likely means she's a barrel of the bottom of the barrel bitch. Because what happens is that things need to line up, right? So now, if you are a guy who's insecure, needy, weird, right? It makes sense that she doesn't have high interest in you because that's the type of guy you are, which means that you are displaying unattractive behavior. So it makes sense that she's not going to be highly attracted to you. Now, let's say you stop being needy, stop being insecure. You start loving yourself. You're more confident. You're more consistent. So now she meets you later And now she has high interest. That makes sense. So you're not going to penalize her for not liking you before because she shouldn't have liked you before. You understand what I'm saying? Because you weren't that guy. You see what I mean? Now you're that guy. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. So a lot of times what happens is that you guys feel some type of way because the girl's being resistant or she's acting this way or acting that way. A lot of times she's acting exactly how she should act because you're not the guy. Just like if you met a girl and she was like fucking, had a bad attitude and she was out of shape, but she's like, Phoenix, how come you won't make me a girl? You're like, bitch, hell fucking no. You out of shape. You got a bad attitude. Your breath stink. You want some stupid shit. Why the fuck would I wife you up? You want some bullshit. Now, if that same girl got in shape, was mad pleasant and all this other stuff, now she becomes a woman who's more attractive to you. So now you might have a different vibe or different look or feels a different way in the situation. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. So because I asked that because that's happened to me a lot, and then so I would get. I'd feel a certain type of way about it. I'd be like, oh man, this bitch wasn't looking at me before. Man, fuck her. And then so I would just dismiss them. I wouldn't, and I've had women literally go, oh, I didn't. I never really looked at you like that before, but I see you now.
Right.
And,
now,
I think, and I would literally be like, oh man, that's disrespectful as fuck.
But also too, you got to understand. So even in that situation, you have to be self-aware to understand if you changed or not, because sometimes what happens is that the other side of the spectrum happens where you didn't change, but the woman changed. So let me explain that. So for example, let's say a guy is kind of goofy, insecure all over the place, right? Now, that woman has medium interest in him because she's like, he's just a goofy, average motherfucker, whatever, right? So now that woman is, she is not really trying to fuck with him. She's going her own way, doing whatever she's doing, right? So now she goes out in the world and she's dating all these other guys who she thinks is better than you, right? And these guys just fuck her and chuck her. They're like, all right, I'm gonna fuck this girl, keep it moving. So she keeps getting fucked and passed around, but she's not really able to make anything stick. No guy really wants to actually date her or be with her, right? Now, what happens is this, right? So now what happens is this whole time you still haven't changed. Right? You're still the same guy. So now she runs into you again, and now she's all about it. Why? Because all the other guys who she thought was better than you don't want her. So now she's like, I'm ready to settle for you. Do you see what I'm saying?
But then, I get what you're saying, but then the key word then right there is settle. And then, nothing worked out for her. So why would you want to entertain that type of woman?
No, that's what I'm saying. You wouldn't. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Now that one you wouldn't. Okay. If you change, it's cool.
Yes. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. You have to be self-aware to understand whether or not you changed. Because if you didn't change and she comes back and she's all about it, that means that she's settling for you. But if you change and she's all about it, that means that she recognizes that you are that dude right now. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You see what I'm saying? So you have to be self-aware of what's actually happening, because if you're not, then the girl could be coming back and you're thinking, oh, well, she likes me now. No, she's just settling for you now. You see what I'm saying? So you got to understand what's actually going on in the situation, which is why you have to be very honest with yourself about what's going on in the situation. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna just use a extreme example. Let's say a guy is 100 pounds overweight. He doesn't take care of himself. He fucking is just insecure or whatever, right? So let's say he gets in shape, he gets more confident, his social skills are better, he's smelling good, looking good, he's doing all this other stuff. Now the girl meets him, oh my God, now she's all about it. He's changed, so therefore that's why she's about it. Now, if he was the same dude, same overweight, same motherfucker who's insecure all over the place, and now all of a sudden she's nicer to him now, that's because she's settling for him. Do you see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying, but yeah, it's like with your example, that's exactly what I was referring to, because I was that person that was overweight, got in shape, did that, of course, got with y'all, learned the game and stuff. So I know I have completely changed over and over. So then when those that kind of see me and then they'll try to double back or something, I'll be like, oh man, fuck that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'll be looking at them like, why the fuck you want to come over and holler at me now? And I'll just be like, and I'll just dismiss them, won't fool with them, nothing like that.
Right. So yeah, so understand sometimes what it is like, because you've upgraded your shit, that's why they want to fuck with you. Right. But if you haven't upgraded and they want to fuck with you, that means they changed their perspective, which essentially means they're settling because they couldn't get what they were going after in the first place once they left you. You see what I mean?
Okay.
Right.
So let me ask just another one that connects to it. So if I'm feeling a certain type of way about it, like, damn, she wasn't hollering at me before. Did I change really all the way, or did I only physically change?
Yeah, see, that's a good question. So the thing is, but also too, it's also about awareness, because you might be thinking, well, you know, why she fucking with me now, right? Because you're confused as to why she didn't fuck with you before. But if you have the awareness that, oh, she didn't fuck with me before because I wasn't winning before, then that makes sense. And you're like, okay, yeah, that makes sense that she wasn't fucking with me before because I wasn't winning before. Now I'm winning. So of course she's going to fuck with me because I'm winning. You see what I'm saying? So again, it's about awareness. So if you have the awareness, then it's fine. But if you're not aware, you're going to be going based off of being butthurt about what happened before. You see what I'm saying? But if you have the awareness, you understand what happened before was supposed to happen before, because all that happened before was the game was telling you where you're at. It was telling you, see what I'm saying? The game is going to tell you the truth. That's what I'm saying. You guys have to listen to what the game is telling you. It's going to tell you what's going on. Where it's it's in all facets, all situations. Like, for example, there were times where, you know, I'm like, man, you know, I'm out here and I'm trying to, make something happen with some new women. Right. And it would be nothing happening. But the reason why nothing was happening was because I wasn't putting in the work to make shit happen. I wasn't going out to different places. I wasn't on the online dating sites how I needed to be. So therefore, my results were reflected in my action that I was either taking or not taking. You see what I'm saying? So it's going to tell you what it is. You see what I'm saying? So all you got to say is like, damn, you know what? I'm not where I want to be. What am I doing? I'm not getting the results that I want. What am I doing to create this situation I'm in that I don't like? You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
All right.
Well, I appreciate that, brother. We'll jump on back in. You have a good weekend.
All right, brother. Appreciate the call, fam. All right. So I gotta kill these phone lines real quick. And then I'm gonna just answer these questions and we're gonna be out of here. Hold on, let me see. This says, where was he at? Oh, our favorite guy, Steve DeLine, says, Locario, why did you delete my last YouTube comment when I asked you to look up Dave, the peace officer from England who teaches people how to pay off debt using promissory notes? I didn't delete nothing. It could have been YouTube. YouTube sometimes deletes comments. So you got to take that with YouTube. Any tips? I'm suffering from anxiety and depression. Oh, man, listen, a lot of y'all, I like to tell y'all to go seek therapy. You understand what I'm saying? Because some of y'all be needing that shit. But yeah, I would say, do that first and then come get some coaching. You feel what I'm saying? That's what I would say. It says, if you had to guess how many women you've approached in person in your lifetime, shit, that's up in the thousands. I can't even count. It says, Miles just called in about me. I sent the donation receipts to your email. Okay. Why should I believe you when it comes to looks don't matter? You shouldn't. Just don't. Can one be confident without fully knowing or understanding what confidence is? Yes, absolutely. So the thing is that you start to recognize what confidence is, once you start focusing on yourself and recognizing the value within you. This is why, it's hard for a lot of guys to understand this and this is why it's hard too. You can't actually explain confidence. You understand what I'm saying? Like words can't really explain it because you have to experience, you have to feel, you have to recognize and know. So there's nothing I can say really to get you to understand confidence, you have to experience it, and then you'll understand what I'm saying as a result. You'll be like, okay, yeah, I relate to that to an extent. You understand what I'm saying? It's just like, it's kind of like happiness. Like no one can really explain happiness. It's like you gotta feel it and experience it. Same thing with love. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, it's a knowing that can't be expressed with words, because words are limited. And a lot of times words are going to be interpreted in a certain way based on your perspective and perception and all this other stuff. But what happens is that the experience that you feel, right, is something that is going to be real and true to you. You see what I'm saying? So this says, how do you develop confidence without using anything external to give you validation? You just meditate on changing how you think until your mind is strong enough to maintain confidence. Well, no, this is the thing. So the thing is this, is that you don't need anything external because you're connected to everything. So I don't need the external to tell me I'm confident, right? What happens is that I already recognize that I'm valuable, and the external is reaffirming what I already know. You understand? It's reaffirming what I already know. You understand? It's like, you know, if you're looking at yourself in the mirror, right? And you put your hands up like this in a mirror and do this, right? The mirror is going to mirror this back to you. You didn't have to wait for the mirror to do it for you to see it. You did it and you saw it because the mirror is reflecting back what you already put out there. You understand what I'm saying? Reality is the mirror. Do you see what I mean? So are you saying just existing is considered being valuable? Absolutely. Because if everything that exists is valuable, everything, or else it wouldn't exist. You see what I'm saying? It's all needed. Says, could you go in more, so my question, how is there is no competition because no one else is you? So even if lots of other guys approach, if I'm authentic, I can't be replaced. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's no other person who is like you and who is you. So if a woman is attracted to you or engaging with you, she can only get that energy from you, period. You understand what I'm saying? That's what it is. All right, so guys, listen, man, I'm about to wrap this up. Oh shit, you got more questions? Hold on, shit, I didn't even realize. Okay, you got a few more. Let me get through these real quick. Says, so when she says I don't drink, that means get her the hell out of my life and keep her out. Asking because I need extra clarity on the subject. Well, yeah, when she's saying she doesn't drink, she's basically refusing to come see you. You understand? That's her being resistant. You got to charge us to the game. So when being married or monogamous, what's some discipline tips to handling yourself when the game keep calling you back in, a woman flirting, staring, complimenting you, and asking about you, etc.? Well, this is the thing, man. That's the hardest thing, because what happens is, you know, this is why I don't necessarily subscribe to monogamy, because it's not natural. So my advice to you would be to stop being monogamous. That's what my advice would be. You understand what I'm saying? Because you're gonna end up like what's them niggas at the Coldplay concert? You understand what I'm saying? It's like y'all want to be monogamous so bad. This is what happens. This is what exactly. Go to shoplocario.com. You understand what I'm saying? Make sure that you go get the how to succeed in a non-monogamous relationship, man. Go here. Let me show you guys real quick before we get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Go to this joint right here and get the how to have a successful non-monogamous relationship. You feel me? Because all that extra shit of like trying to, you know, like, nigga, fuck out of here, man. I'm supposed to be like, again, and listen, if you want to be monogamous, understand you're just gonna have to deal with this shit. That's what it is. You're gonna have to deal with it. because that's the choice you made. You understand? So feeding off your conversation with Phoenix, do not be fooled when a woman comes back at a later stage because you have changed. Well, this is the thing. If you've changed and you knew you was a loser before, for example, then it makes sense. You're like, okay, yeah, I was a loser back then. I was on some bullshit. So it makes sense now that she's really about it. But if you are still a loser and she's coming back, then guess what? She's settling. You understand? That's how it works. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it, man. That is pretty much it. You're about to wrap this up. Make sure you guys tune in tomorrow for the Real Game No Theory show, man. Make sure you guys tune into that. And that is pretty much it. And guys, I will holler at y'all later. And remember, people, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm going. I'm out. Step up your game and go to shoplocario.com. That is the place where you can get my books, audio, and video programs in one place. All you got to do is type in shoplocario.com and step up your game today. Game Kings 2, The Definition of Man, is out right now. Click the link below or go straight to masculineidentity.com to get your copy today. Click the links below to get private one-on-one coaching sessions with Mr. Locario or Miles Cunningham to step up your game. These coaching sessions are designed to help you with your specific needs in the dating game. So make sure you click the links below right now so that you can step up your game today. Now, before you go, click the link below and go to badboymembership.com. Now, badboymembership.com is a place where you go to get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. Listen, I know you're tired of being rejected. Go to badboymembership.com. I know you're tired of being afraid to approach women. Go to badboymembership.com. I know you're tired of not getting the women that you want. Go to badboymembership.com. Listen, I know you're tired of being alone on a Friday night. Go to badboymembership.com. Now picture this. You'll go from not getting what you want when it comes to you dealing with women to actually getting what you want, to being the guy women want to be with, women want to date, women want to have sex with. All you need to do is go to badboymembership.com, follow the steps, learn the game, implement the game, and then you will get the woman you want. Make sure you go to badboymembership.com today. Click the link below. Click the link below or go straight to MrLocario.com to get the documentary Game Kings, The Definition of Game.
Because Locario, in my opinion, is the best dating coach on YouTube or whatever the fuck. Everything he says, ambulance.